These are your pictures.
Oh, how do I upload those?
Put them. Oh, you want to upload them on there? Is that?
I mean, I can't fucking do anything with all these pictures.
I think you can pull them up and then share your screen.
How do I pull them up and then share them?
There
Open
you,
them
there
here?
you have them.
Give me an example of how I can.
Share.
Just huh? Yeah. The video ain't up there, but you in there. Huh? What's that? Muted. No, it's not muted. They can hear you. Okay. Justin? Come here, Justin. Ju- Ju- Justin? Hey, Justin. Justin? Justin?
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Give us a few more minutes as we wait for the building and housing staff to join us. In the meantime, a couple of housekeeping rules. Please keep your microphones on mute until you hear your docket call. Once your docket is called, you will hear a brief description of the reason of why you're here today. After that description is given, you will then ask to raise your hand to be sworn in by the chairman. If you are present in room 514 this morning, please make sure your phones are on airplane mode or on mute.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Mr. Chairman, we're still waiting on Tom Vanover to log on, but if you want, we can go ahead and proceed with the preamble.
Okay, let's do that. In compliance with notification requirements of Ohio's open meeting law in section 101.021 of the codified ordinances of Cleveland, Ohio, 1796, notice of this meeting has been publicly posted. All boards and commissions under the purview of the city planning department conduct their meetings according to Robert's Rules of Order. Actions during the meeting will be taken by voice vote. Abstentions from any vote due to a conflict of interest should be stated for the record before the taking of any vote. In order to ensure that everyone participating in the meeting has the opportunity to be heard, we ask that you use the raise hand feature before asking a question or making a comment. The raise hand feature can be found in the participants panel on the desktop and mobile versions and activated by clicking the hand icon. Please wait for the chair or facilitator to recognize you and be sure to select unmute and announce yourself before you speak. When speaking, please lower your hand by clicking on the raise hand icon again and mute your microphone. We will also use the chat feature to communicate with participants. The chat feature can be activated by clicking the chat button located at the bottom of the WebEx screen. All meeting activities being recorded by way of the WebEx platform. These proceedings are also being live streamed by way of YouTube. All requests to speak on a particular matter by way of our website and email have been considered. We have also received emails from those who have provided written comments on a particular matter. Mr. Jacobson.
Mr. Chairman, this is Dan Jacobson from the Law Department. Preliminary issues, the live stream. Can we verify that the live stream is on and functioning?
It is, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. And Mr. Chairman, as the Law Department has done since these public meetings have gone virtual and or hybrid, law states its objection to the use of the chat function. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Davis.
Mr. Bradley? You have to unmute yourself, Mr. Bradley.
Here.
Mr. Maschke?
Here.
Mr. Dink?
Here.
Mr. Gallagher?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Okay, we'll call the first docket, building docket A 60-25, 17500 Euclid Avenue.
Application fees are in order. Notice of violation is no permit and interior and exterior maintenance. Issued on February 18th of 2025. Appeal was received on March. You have one violation notice that was issued on February 18th, 2025, and a second issued on March 18th, 2025. Appeal was received on March 17th, 2025, requesting for 3 months to abate the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see any representation from Euclid Apartments LLC in the participants panel. Well, I see someone with their hands raised. You have to unmute your microphone if this is your docket. What is it, *67?
*6 if they're using a phone.
If you're just on the phone, hit *6. I think they're audio. I think they have a camera. What does that say? Did I say peach? Mr. Chairman, it's unclear if this person with their hand raised is representing this company or not.
Well, unless they respond to us, we're not gonna know. Well, we can give them time, we can move them back if, in case it is someone who's on there and just can't get through, we can give them a chance. So we can call the next docket. We'll hold this one.
Okay.
Okay, we'll move on to the next docket, building docket. Actually, we have 3 dockets in a row here that are all at the same place, but different addresses. So if there's no objection, I'm gonna open up, all 3 of the dockets because they all have seem to have the same issues. Building docket A 62-25, 1929 Green Road. Building docket A 6325, 1939 Green Road. And building docket A 64-25, 1949 Green Road.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violations are interior maintenance issued on February 26th of 2025. Appeal was received on March 18th of 2025, requesting for 60 to 90 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? You're muted.
I'm sorry. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Monroe, Monroe. I'm with the law firm of Manser Gavin. We represent the property owner, Grandview Point Apartments, LLC. I'm joined by Heather Reeder, the regional property manager for Odin Properties.
Okay, I'll swear you both in. Please raise your hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed. I assume, Mr. Monroe.
Thank you, Mr. Gallagher. This should be fairly short. We believe that all of the violations have been corrected and the violation notices for all 3 buildings has been closed out. And therefore, we would respectfully request just confirmation that there'll be no further action by the Department of Building and Housing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, I can confirm that violation notice V as in Victor 25006401 for the address of 1929 Green Road has been closed out. The inspector closed that as in compliance final. Can you provide me the other addresses, please?
1939 Green Road. That's the second one, and the third one is 1949 Green Road.
I could confirm that 1939 Green Road, that the notice of violations for that address have also been closed.
Thank you.
And I apologize, that was 1949. 1939. I can also confirm that the notice of violation V25006144 for that property has been closed out. However, there I would like to just make known for the record, there are multiple civil tickets that have been issued that appear to remain unpaid. I will not concede that there will be no further action on the properties, but I can confirm that those notices of violation have been closed as compliance fund.
So to the members of the board, just so we're clear, I believe Mr. Vanover is saying the notice of violation, which is the subject of this appeal, has been corrected. There was subsequent civil tickets that were issued to our client, which we have appealed administratively to the director of the Department of Building and Housing, and those are subject to a separate appeal. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Vanover, should we give today's date on the appeal for these three?
I have no objection,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so we say August 27th, 2025 to abate the violations. Motion?
So move.
Okay, motion
Second.
by Mr. Bradley, second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. That takes care of what was before us.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, are we going back to the top?
If yes, we'll do that if you have them, if you're able to reach them. We'll open building docket A 60-25, 17500 Euclid Avenue.
Application fees are in order. Notice of violation is no permit and interior maintenance. Issued on February 18th and March 18th of 2025. Appeal was received March 17th, 2025, requesting for 3 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Isaac Weiss, local representative.
Okay, Mr. White, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
So in regards to the interior maintenance, we had all those abated, all the items on the list were dealt with. In regards to the work order, the electrical issues, as far as we are concerned, a lot of that was done, or all that was done prior to us purchasing the building a couple years ago. We just gave it a facelift. I believe that was conveyed in the appeal and when we asked for an additional time.
Okay, you have a no permit on there.
Yeah. So that work was all done prior to us purchasing the building, as far as I'm concerned. I'm sorry, I'm aware.
Okay, that still has to be inspected, and I think it still might need a permit, but I'm gonna go over to Mr. Vanover to clarify that. Mr. Vanover?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Chairman, you are, this is a larger apartment building. I believe it's 8 units. It's a matter of buyer beware, understanding what you're buying. So, you purchase a property with the unapproved or unauthorized work done to it. You take responsibility of that when you take possession. The Ohio building codes and regulatory codes require this work to be permitted and inspected. And that is the expectation, is that provisions are made to have the work approved, permitted, and inspected.
Okay, so, okay, go ahead. Waiting for a
Okay,
response.
so I'm just trying to understand what you guys are wanting to do, because the walls have been, I know that it states do not close up walls. The walls were already closed up by the time we purchased the building. There are tenants in place already. If you'd like to advise us what you'd like us to do, so we can do that.
Well, Mr. Vanover can answer that, but I think it's going to have to be inspected. Mr. Vanover.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman. So initially there needs to be application made for permits. There's a submittal and a plan approval required to the Department of Building and Housing. And then once those are approved, the permit can be pulled by an electrical contractor and provisions be made to inspect the work. And how the property manager and the applicant accomplishes that, there are many ways. I would prefer to not vacate the building if the tenants are a barrier to getting the Ohio administrative codes complied with. I think that the property owner would be better served, and the tenants be better served by the property owner and manager working out a way with their contractor to get the work inspected.
Okay.
How much more time do you think you need to accomplish that, Mr. White?
Well, that'll be dependent on what the building department wants us to do. If they want us to open everything up, then that'll take a little bit of time. Can I reach out to Mr. Vanover right after this to figure out exactly what they're looking for?
Mr. Chairman, I'm not.
Go ahead.
I apologize. I'm not intimately aware of this, the intricacies of this property. The process is to pull the permit for the work that was completed and then communicate with the electrical inspector assigned. But I will note that the notice of violation for the interior maintenance also has not been closed out or finalized. I will state, as I always do, this is a commercial for-profit property, and the expectation is that this work is completed prior to the citizens of the city needing to fund a building inspector to go out and identify these problems. This should have been done before we got there. So I would ask that any amount of time is very limited, because we should have never had to cite for this to begin with.
I'm sorry, the interior items, non-electrical, have been completed.
Okay.
Well, there's
That's-
not been a final inspection from the cited inspector, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I took over on this property a couple weeks ago, so I wasn't aware that they weren't inspected. I can schedule an inspection today for that.
Okay, well, we can do, say, 60 days to abate, to get your permits and abate the violations. That would be October 6th, 26th, 60 days, 2025 to abate the violations.
Okay.
Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dank.
Second.
Okay, second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Chairman, can you repeat that date?
Yeah, it was October 26th, 60 days, 2025.
Thank you.
You said the 26th or the 6th?
I said October 26th.
I thought it was.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Mr. Chairman, discussion.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Jacobson.
The appellant's representative said that they took over a couple weeks ago. Could law ask that he send in documentation to the board regarding his authority to speak on behalf of the entity? I didn't see that in the file.
Okay, Mr.
Sure,
Webb.
I don't have that on. I don't have that on hand. I can send it over right after.
Okay,
Yes.
All right.
Yes, right. Notify Ms. Davis' office. Okay.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next docket is docket A 66-25, 4311 West 130th Street.
Application fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance issued on February 24th of 2025. Appeal was received on March 19th, 2025, requesting for 90 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Sir, come on up and push the green button.
Just.
Yep.
My name is Amir Selmi. I'm the owner of K&A Selmi Properties, and I'm joined by the Chief Operating Officer, Laura Salem.
Okay, if you're both going to be doing speaking, then I ask that you raise your hand and swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth.
I swear to tell the truth and the whole truth.
Okay,
I swear to tell the truth and the whole truth.
okay, whoever's going to be speaking first, if that's Mr. Silmy, go ahead.
Actually, it's going to be me, Laura Salem.
Okay,
Okay, so we do have pictures and videos. We have cleared out all of the debris that was in the back lot. We have cut down the majority even of the trees that were back there. So at this point, I'm not sure what we need to do, if we just need to request inspection. We're happy to do that, but we have completed the cleanup.
okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, bear with me. While I pull it up, Mr. Chairman, if the appellant is stating that they are in compliance, then yes, a final inspection is required. And we would not object to granting 2 weeks to get a final inspection.
Okay, well, that's what you said, so I would say that that would be in order. So we're looking at September 10th, 2 weeks, 2025, to get your final inspection, which would be to abate the violation.
Understood.
Okay, motion?
So move.
Moved by Mr.
Second.
Bradley, second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next docket is housing docket A 56-25, 114 Ashbury Avenue.
Application fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance and no permit issued on February 3rd of 2025. Appeal was received March 10th of 2025, requesting for 1.5 years to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
My name is Sheila Allridge, and I'm the owner.
Okay, Ms. Aldridge, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
I did most of the work. I just have to do the porch. And I do have a permit. I put all the permits that as soon as I got the violation.
Okay, how much more time do you think you need?
Probably about a year because I have to do the porch in the front and the porches in the back. And I need to raise the finances to do it.
Okay, and you live at this property, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, to the appellant, I mean, based on the photos that we're looking at, it looks like there's roof patching and gutter work that is required. You're saying that that's been completed?
Yes, I have a new roof. I have a brand new roof.
All right, Mr. Chairman, obviously, we do not approve a year. However, we don't, as an owner occupied property, I don't object to 180 days. Understanding that as long as the permit is in place and work is progressing, the permit inspector will work within reason to continue.
Okay, so you just need to stay busy on it. Motion is in order for February 26th, 180 days, 2026 to abate the violation. Motion?
So move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maschke,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next docket, housing docket A 57-25, 3289 West 48th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance and rental registration issued on February 3rd, 2025. Appeal was received March 10th, 2025, asking for 1.5 years to complete abatement of the violation. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Sheila Allridge, and I'm the owner.
Okay, Ms. Aldridge, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Go ahead and let us know what your plans are.
Okay, I did most of the work. I had the garage cleaned out. I have worked on my garage to make it solid, and I have tore off a porch, the upstairs porch, and redid it. So it's a brand new porch in the front structure upstairs, and I plan to do a little bit more work, like get new stairs and stuff like that. So I'm in the process of trying to complete the work.
Okay, this one here is a rental, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and you need rental registration?
I have gotten the registration that same day. I made a mistake and bought 2 registration, or was that the Ashbury one? But I have the registration for this one
Okay,
and the other one too.
all right, how much time do you need?
I almost finished with this one, but I just need to get the stairs and stuff, probably about the same time that you give me for the other one.
All right, Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, the rental registration has been applied for.
Yes.
However, there's additional information required, so it has not been finalized. They have not provided the certificate of rental.
Oh.
So there's still more information required on that. As a rental property, as I've stated, this is a commercial property for rent. We would ask for no more than 30 days to complete the corrections.
Did I say something?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I need more time than that because I'm not rich. And it's tough, takes money. And I don't have all that kind of money. The money that I do get from the tenants, I put back into the property. You can talk to all my tenants. They can vouch for the fact that I am doing what I can do with the money that I receive from my property. I don't have a lot of money. So that's why I'm requesting more time to earn that money in order to, or get a home improvement loan, which I've been having a hard time getting that, to complete the project. And I do have pictures showing the stuff that I have done. It's on my phone. And I do let me see. Show that I bring additional information that you requested, like my taxes are paid in full. And so I would, after this meeting, I'm going to go to Building and Housing and give them that information and whatever else I can give them. But I do need more time because of the financial situation that I am in.
Okay. We can give you a little more time. We'll give you 90 days, November 26, 2025, to abate the violations. Motion.
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley, second by Mr. Maskey.
Okay.
Mr.
Thank you.
Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next docket is housing docket A 58-25, 8927 Lacey Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the garage issued on February 13th, 2025. Appeal was received on March 10th, 2025. Applicant is requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Mildred L. Stewart, homeowner.
And my name is Derek J. Caesar. I am the nephew of Miss Stewart. She's up in age, and I'm just here with her for my aunt, just to kind of help communicate and articulate what our family is doing in terms of trying to rectify this situation.
Okay, so I'll ask you both raise your hand and swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth.
I do.
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Okay, well, basically we received a notice of violation. And at that point, the things that we were able to complete ourselves, such as some of the fascia that was missing, some of the things, some of the painted areas that needed to be addressed, we have so far go ahead and we've covered those areas with vinyl siding where we can. The vehicle that we see in the back, it is currently, we don't have pictures. I didn't have time when I got here. I didn't have pictures, but that truck has been removed. We're currently, because my aunt is on a fixed income, she's almost 80 years old, and she's on a fixed income, which I know that that's probably a pretty consistent narrative. But we're trying to, the prices that we have been able to that we have sought and we've gotten have been upwards of $4,000 or $5,000 in order to repair the corner, the brick corner, the masonry corner that is out of alignment. So we are trying to, we just recently, we did put a permit. We did that part initially, and that's when we went in and asked for the appeal and that seeking more time. But we're also trying to see if there are any, we were told that there may be some community development monies or something like that because of her age, because this is an owner occupied property, that there may be some things that she can do through the senior I think they said it was called SHAP, or Senior Housing Assistance Program, or something like that. So we are conducting and trying to finish up the application so that we can do some see about SHAP possibly assisting and giving us some financial assistance in terms of getting this thing done. But again, the interior, the inspection report said that there were gas cans, but I don't know where else you store gas cans. You have gas can, we have lawnmowers and things like that. Our property is very well maintained. We don't know where else to store a gas can. Where do you store a gas can? But the inspector said that there was flammable liquid. There's no open cans or anything like that in there. They were just our regular gas cans that we use to put gas in the lawnmowers and the weed whackers. So further than that, I mean, that was just basically where we are. Our biggest thing is just the financial part, and we're just trying to secure the necessary finances in order to get this stuff repaired so that we can put this thing behind us and remove the stress from my aunt.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, how much time are they looking for?
Let's see. I think we had 6 months on there, but how much time do you actually think you need?
I think 6 months will be appropriate.
Mr. Chairman, no objection.
Okay, let's see, that would be February 26th, 180 days, 2026 to abate the violation. Motion.
Please contact your inspector often as you make progress.
Absolutely, we sure will, and that's going to be Mr. Watts, Mark Watson. We do have his number here on the permit, and we will call him out periodically. Or we'll call him to let him know that we have certain things have been done.
Very good. Thank you.
All right, we thank you.
Thank you.
Motion.
Move.
Second. Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley, second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Maskey,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you all. All right.
Next docket is housing docket 59-25 9702 Cumberland Avenue.
Application fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure. Issued on February 13th, 2025. Appeal was received March 10th, 2025, requesting 1 year to complete abatement of the violation. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
My name is Alan Hufford. I'm the attorney for Kimberly Morris. Kimberly Morris acts as the property manager for the property.
Okay.
And she's here today as well.
Okay. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth? Mr.
Ms.
Hufford?
Morris? I do,
And Ms.
yes.
Okay. We have you both?
Yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead and proceed. Let us know what the plans are.
Okay, well, Ms. Morris has, Ms. Morris has several cases under a housing court situation. So she is somewhat behind on trying to get all these things done. She is making progress on many of the properties. My understanding with this particular property is that water and sewer lines were disconnected when another part of the property had been condemned and she had torn down. She is trying to gather together and, repair these sewer lines. My understanding right now at this point is that she doesn't have a permit or is heading that way, but has been maintaining the lawn. She is wanting to make efforts to get these utilities put together. I realize that she requested a year with regards to do the abatement with regards to that. Obviously, I don't know if that's going to be possible. I certainly think there needs to be a checkup with regards to that well before then. But she is trying, she is wanting to deal with these sewer lines and resolve this particular issue. There's nobody in the property at this particular point, and that's what I have at this point.
So this is a rental?
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, looking at the conditions of the property, and the fact that this and other properties are part of a court case, or in housing court, we would object to any time given on this property at all. We're already 6 months in. It's been neglected. It's a commercial enterprise. We would object to any more time given except for 30 days to raise the structure.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Sorry, I understand your concern. The thing is, if I am to raise the structure, I need to, because the structure beforehand was it was a house located in front, and it had caught fire. And I was to raise that. I was given an amount of time. Because the city was going to charge me double to tear it down, I went through a private person that was certified with the city. But after they tore it down, they had removed the water lines, and I found out that in the end that their paperwork was not in order after the city had allowed them to remove it. And that's the water lines was destroyed, and a lot to the front, to the back of the house. So that's where the problem is occurring. In all cost funds, I'm looking at, this was years ago that the front house was removed. The water is not, and I have stated this numerous times, is not completely shut off from the main water line through the city. And I was going back and forth with them. All of this is tremendously exhausting to me. Dealing with this, I had inherited this from property from my dad. And it is this whole ordeal is tremendously stressful.
Is your plan to demolish this property?
I don't, if I'm forced to demolish it, I will. I don't know. I have to get a cost estimate of how much it would cost to rebuild this property or tear it down, because I know with the city, I'm going to pay over, if they tear it down, it's going to be over 30 grand. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. Last time, the front structure, they were charging 22 grand. I went to a private person, and they were, like I said, they were certified with the city the year prior. I didn't know, no one, I'm thinking that they were legitimate, and found out that their paperwork was not in order after they had tore the property down. And I had paid 10 grand for that property to be torn down. This is a financial burden because the back of the house has been, and I'm sorry.
And is there anything else on this property?
No.
This is it. Okay.
This is it.
All right. So anyways, your attorney can help you out with that end, as far as the worth of the total worth of what you have there.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
And again, if I may, I'm empathetic to the situation, but the condition of this structure is obvious that this isn't a single event that caused this. This is a structure, owned by the appellant, one of more than one structures owned. And while there may not be any other structures on this property, there are residents on this street. This is it's a huge lift, as you can see, to bring this back to life in the condition that it's in. And I just would like to renew my objection for any more time for any other purpose other than to raise the structure and abate the nuisance and make it safe for the neighbors on Cumberland Avenue.
I think that, I mean, I don't know, I'll check with the board, but I think that a motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property division of building and housing for any further action. Motion.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
All right, moved by Mr. Dank, second by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Bradley? Mr. Maschke?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Okay, a notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next docket is a housing docket A65-254410 Franklin Boulevard, and that has been withdrawn. So we'll move on to the next docket is time extension docket A61-25 1534 East 32nd Street.
Application fees are in order. This is a time extension request under docket A 087-24 that was received on March 11th of 2025. Applicant is asking for additional time to complete abatement of the fire damage issued in April of 2024. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobs, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
First name Weichun, last name Truong, owner.
Okay. I don't want to slaughter your last name, but Ms. Trong?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and let us know what your plans are.
Well, I already sent the couple pictures. The electric inspection is done, and there's another. However, we got the 2 inspections done. Actually, the work is complete. We're waiting for HVAC and the final inspection. But I don't know how long need to get the inspection because we're waiting for HVAC inspection for weeks, many weeks. So I just don't know what's going on.
Okay, you ordered the final inspection?
Not final yet. Before final HVAC, we
Okay.
need to get HVAC inspection. But this HVAC, my contractor called many times. There's no, we what's going on because my contractor kind of ridiculous. So I just don't want to use that word. I wonder this will help with today. The hearing will help to get all the inspection done.
Okay. Well, we've got the head inspector on here. We'll ask him. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, we don't object to an additional 30 days, and I will contact the electrical chief, or the HVAC chief today, and they will contact the contractor to get this inspected.
Okay. So that should take care of it. So we can give you the 30 days of September 26, 2025. And Mr. Vanover said he would work to see that gets, that you get a response. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dank,
Second.
second by Mr. Maschke.
Mr. Bradley? Mr. Maschke?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. Out next docket is housing docket A 215-25 vacate 1557 East 43rd Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is a vacate order issued on August 14th of 2025. Appeal was received on August 22nd, 2025, requesting for 90 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Good morning. My name is attorney Rob Friedman from the law firm Powers, Friedman, Lynn. I represent OGBN Investment Company, LLC. And I believe the principal of that company, Mr. Patrick Okorafor, is in the hearing room this morning as well.
Okay, so we'll swear both of you in. Mr. Friedman and Mr. Patrick, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Okay, who's ever going to be speaking, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My client received the notice of violation just a few days ago and immediately initiated this appeal. This was a notice that the structure constitutes an immediate hazard to human life and health. And we believe that the conditions of the property are not consistent with that determination. This was a completely remodeled house that OGBN Investment acquired back in 2022. It was in a very severe, dilapidated condition, and significant steps and money have been dedicated toward remodeling and rehabilitating this property. In fact, OGBN Investments obtained a building permit back in December of 2022. They retained a contractor to conduct interior improvements to the property. And it appears as though, although those improvements were made, not all of the permits were pulled by the contractor upon whom OGBN Investments relied upon, and never obtained a final inspection and occupancy permit. However, even prior to our appellate rights being within the time of the appellate rights, the city has already issued the condemnation order, boarded the building, and removed the tenants. And we believe that that order should be removed, and we should be given additional time to bring this property into compliance.
Okay, and that's your request?
Yes.
Okay, Mr.
90 days.
Oh, okay. Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, this structure was condemned in 2022, and service was made to OBGN Investments Company, LLC, care of statutory agent whose name is Patrick Okorafor. As such, and then at the time of the condemnation, there was a permit issued for some interior remodeling of installing cabinets and flooring. However, as a condemned structure, there's a requirement to pull a permit, both building, electrical, mechanical, and plumbing permits to correct the condemnation. That was not completed, and those permits were not pulled. The permit that was pulled has not been received a final inspection. As a matter of fact, the last inspection on that was from December 22nd of 2022. As such, as a condemned structure, the order to vacate is proper, and one cannot occupy a condemned structure. And that's we ask that the vacate order be properly upheld. The city has boarded the structure due to our powers for the safety and welfare of the community. When a structure is deemed to be open to casual entry, we have the right and the responsibility to board it up. It's actually the responsibility of the property owner to maintain the structure as secure. That had not taken place, so the city has issued a board up request to do so. So while understanding the appellant's position that it is no longer in the state that it was when it was originally inspected, the rules and the laws require that proper permits be pulled, inspections be conducted, and a certificate of occupancy be issued. There has been no certificate of occupancy to bring this property out of condemnation. As such, we ask that you remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing, deny more time, and find that the order to vacate was properly issued, as this is a condemned structure and will remain condemned until such a time as a certificate of occupancy is issued.
Okay, Mr. Friedman.
Yes, as I understand it, it sounds like Mr. Vanover is referring to a condemnation order back from 2022. Our appeal is from the violation notice V25026954, an order that was just issued on the 14th of August. So again, the city is acting on a different violation notice. The violation notice that my client received grants us a right to appeal within 30 days. I'm still within the appellate rights, but the city has already taken an action apparently pursuant to a different violation notice and a different condemnation order. With respect to this order, my client is entitled to the appellate rights. The work has been done. Mr. Okorafor, unfortunately, as a new investor back in 2022, relied on the representations of his contractor that they were going to pull all appropriate permits. But the fact of the matter is that the work has been done, and where we stand right now is it seems to be a matter of just having the property permitted for the individual issues such as HVAC, electrical, and plumbing. Once those are inspected, we believe we can obtain an occupancy permit with for this property within a relatively short period of time. But
Mr. Chairman, if I may inquire through the chair, what action has the city taken during your appellate time period?
They've boarded the property and ordered the tenant to be removed from the premises.
So, Mr. Chairman, we the boarding of the property is an independent action that is afforded. It is not a violation of any appellate rights. The appealing a vacate order does not allow a structure to remain open to casual entry and an attractive nuisance in the neighborhood. That is an independent determination afforded under local ordinance. And the posting of the vacate order on the property is part of the process. So I don't. The Department of Building and Housing, to my understanding, did not physically remove the tenants from the property. We posted the vacate order, which is not a violation. It's actually part of the service requirements for violation notices. So we object to the characterization that we violated any appellate rights or due process in this manner. And regardless, the vacate order, as I'll state again, that the vacate order is issued because the house is condemned. Still, today the house is condemned.
Mr. Chairman?
Go ahead, Mr. Friedman.
Thank you. The notice of violation order indicates that the structure constitutes an immediate hazard to human life and health and shall be before we talk about the order to vacate the property, I have yet to see the evidence that the structure constitutes an immediate hazard to human life and health. I haven't seen any photographs, but the photographs that I have had an opportunity to look at which I would like to attempt to share, they don't indicate that. My photographs look like a completely interior remodeled home, well painted, with brand new cabinets and structures. The notion that this property is an immediate hazard to human life and health is inconsistent with the evidence. So whereas there might not be permits, and whereas the city might have an issue with compliance, the notice that we received and the allegation in the code by the violation notice is not supported by the facts. That's why we're seeking additional time to clean up this paperwork.
Okay. So there was work that was performed that wasn't properly permitted, so they don't know exactly. It would appear probably to the city that it still remains in a condemned situation, and so that would have to be cleared up the way that I see it. Any board members want to comment at this time?
Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
The applicant, Mr. Okafor, do have submitted to the board pictures of what the property looked like in the inside. If the attorney can email me what he has, I can forward that information to you all within the email. I'm going to also share it with the attorney here. Of what the interior of the structure looked like.
Please, can I say something?
Here.
If I can
Mr. Chairman, this is Patty. Mr. Okafor is raising his hand. I think he'd like to address the board.
Well, we're going to let him speak because he hasn't spoken.
Okay.
Mr. Okafor?
Okay.
Address the board how you want to.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We actually bought this property from the county auction sometime in September 2022. And like we all know, that was the period of, we're coming out of COVID, and there were people living in the house. We tried to take possession. They didn't allow us because we have to go through the regular process to get them evicted and all that. And that took us, or then I came to the city personally to inquire about the property, and they told me that all I need to do is to pull permits for the cabinet inside, and that was it. And I pulled that permit. We started work on it. In fact, the inspector came out and the community members came out and they thanked us. I wish we can see the condition of the house when we bought it. The community came and thanked me very much for what we did, the transformation we did in that house. The inspector met with me, but I think there was a problem. They set out the trash in front of the yard and they cited us. That was in 2023. And the inspector came to me. I said, we did not do that. And we went to court. We went to court with the building department, and the attorney, the inspector wrote to the court and told the court, oh, it was an error, that the citation was given in error, and the judge was so mad. If the citation was given in error, why did you guys bother these people to come to court? And the judge was so upset with the building department representative that you just wasted the time of the court and all that, and they struck out the case. And since then, there has been one form of animosity or the other. Later in 2022, we never knew. I went to close the permit that I pulled, and I was told, oh, the house is in condemnation. I said, no, it's not possible. I came in here. The law, except I'm making a mistake, you cannot pull a permit, any manner of permits, if the house is in condemnation. You have to go through the process of doing architectural job, do everything before you can even pull any permit. But they allow us pull permit because as at the time, we bought the house, and at the time we pulled the permit, the house was not under condemnation. But I think the person who came to inspect didn't know that people were living in the house. And because the way trees were covering the entire house, it looked as if it is an abandoned property. And they now said we should go and pull that the place is condemned. We should go and pull all the permit. We started the process, drew the architectural drawing, but we have paid the contractor based on the old permit we pulled. And the contractor went ahead, finished the project. We spent over 100 and something. We fenced the property. If we can put up the picture, you will so love the property and what we did in that place. We did the driveway. Everything was properly done in that place. Now, sometime last 2 months, a relation who is a vet had an accident, and he had his children. They threw them out because they sold their house. They needed a place to stay. And I asked them to move into that place. All of a sudden, the inspector came, called me, and said, "Oh, you did not finish up what I asked you to do." And I found out that people are living there. I said, "Oh, well, the process you want me to go through is not consistent with what the process is." And he said, "No, I don't want to hear anything. I'm kicking them out." He went to the people staying there and told them to start moving. There was pressure all over. This guy has about 4 kids, and he's in a wheelchair. The city came. He was there personally and enforced the moving out of the door. I was in Vegas, and I had to cancel my trip to come back. Before I would come back, they threw all their things outside, and the inspector was there because I heard, except I didn't hear properly, that it was not the city, that was an independent person that bothered the house. No, the inspector was there. He stood there and monitored them, threw these guys' things outside. I told you.
Mr. Chairman, if I may,
Mr. Vanover.
The notice of condemnation is not under appeal here. It was issued in 2022. There was never an appeal filed. It was properly served upon this property owner. We are simply here to discuss the order to vacate based on the fact that the property is condemned. The appellant is asking for the board to make a determination that work conducted without approval and without permits, and that we still believe, and I believe there's been video submitted to the board showing that during the rain, water actually flowing into the house because of the improper driveway. But the appellant is asking the board to make a determination that unreviewed, unapproved, and unpermitted work is in compliance. I believe that is above the board's authority. There is a process established by the City of Cleveland, Department of Building and Housing, and the Ohio Administrative Code for the residential codes and the compliance standards. I don't believe the board has the authority to approve the work that has been completed because it has not been reviewed per the Residential Code of Ohio. It has not been permitted for the City of Cleveland Department of Building and Housing and codified ordinances. So we would ask that you uphold the notice, the vacate order, until proper permits are issued, the property has been reviewed, and then the Department of Building and Housing, under the Administrative Code of Ohio, can inspect it, verify it, and issue the certificate of occupancy. I think it's improper for the board to approve work that was done improperly, contrary to law, and to give credit for the condition of the property in its current state when it hasn't been legally verified. It would be the illegal occupation of a condemned structure.
Okay.
So we ask that you deny more time, you uphold the order to vacate and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
Now, Mr. Vanover, if we were to say that, because what they're asking for is the complete abatement of the violations.
No,
So
Mr.
that's
Chairman,
part of the
I'm sorry to
violation, right?
Mr. Chairman, they have that appeal time period has elapsed. They're asking you to lift the vacate order so that they can put people in a house that has not been approved for occupancy.
Okay, I'm going to ask board members if you have a comment.
I do, Mr. Chairman. Some of this testimony has been contradictory. The appellant has said a couple of times that work has been done, work has been completed. If that's the fact, I'm wondering if a 30-day extension to get permits and final inspections is reasonable for all concerned, and if that's a decent remedy for this case.
Well, part of that can be done by even doing what Mr. Vanover is asking for, and that is to remand it back to Division of Building and Housing. They can still accomplish all that, I believe, and take care of the permitting and get that done, because that's what it needs. It's like he says, we can't approve something that has not been verified. Something either the contractor, messed up by not getting the permits. I get that. But it still has to be approved first. So the permits have to be in place. It has to get inspected. And I think maybe that is the proper way of doing this right now. I seen you shaking your head. You thought that was right.
I think that's a practical approach too.
Okay. All right. So a motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property Division of Building and Housing for any further action.
Discussion.
Go ahead, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, we ask that you rule that the vacate order was properly issued.
It's not.
See, we've heard the comments on both ends on that. Mr. Dank, what's your thoughts?
I don't have an objection to including the fact that the vacate order was properly issued.
Okay.
And remanding to Building and Housing. I can support, that's a motion.
Okay, yeah, notice was properly issued. The motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property Division of Building and Housing for any further action. Motion.
So moved.
So moved by Dank, second by Mr. Maskey.
Mr. Chairman? Yeah. The pictures that was submitted today, we're gonna have them in the record.
Okay.
That's my personal problem. I will give you on the go.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, this is Patty. Mr. Okafor stated this is his only copy, but he'll make sure that something is provided to the board for the record. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I can thank you again.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bradley? Mr. Maskey?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, the attorney has his hands raised.
Okay, Mr. Friedman.
Yes, thank you. I would just like to state for the record that the photographs that Mr. Okorafor has asked to be included in the record were not previously submitted consistent with the rules, because we were an emergency addition to this docket, and I just received notification within the past 24 hours that we were going to be heard today. So I would ask for the court to, the board to consider the admission of those photographs into the record due to the short notice, even though it isn't compliant with the rules.
So noted.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, further discussion on that. There was talk of a video, of a water video. We do have, the city has possession of a video of water leaking into the premises. I do have that. I have seen it. I have not had an opportunity to share that with counsel for the appellant, but that can be submitted to the board.
Okay, I mean, we take care of all that and have all that in the record, okay? There's been testimony that did occur, so it's on record. And so we do have a video and that's on record. Go ahead, Ms. Davis.
Mr. Chairman, I did receive that email with the video. However, for some reason, it will not download.
Okay, but we have it. Okay.
Oh, I think I've been now.
Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. Okay, I think that takes care of the dockets, I believe.
It does, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so we move on to approval of resolutions. Docket A 39-25, docket A 41-25, docket A 44-25 through A 48-25, docket A 50-25 through docket A 55-25. Motion?
Motion
So
for
moved.
approval of the resolutions.
Okay, moved and seconded, moved by Mr. Maskey, second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Bradley? Mr. Maskey?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Approval of minutes for August 13th, 2025. Are there any additions or corrections?
No.
Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Maskey,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Bradley? Mr. Maskey?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Okay, is there anything else to come before the board?
No.
Okay, we will adjourn.
Thank
All right,
you.
have a good week, guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Enjoy your holiday.
Yes, for sure.
Yep.